Namaste, hello, this is Anita and welcome back to my channel. So what do you do Wednesday night when it's like 7 p.m. and you're in a mental fucking institution and you're bored out of your skull? You play with makeup, wigs, clothing, and so on. And my new horns, of course. I love them! I got 2 pairs for those who didn't see them. I also got these and I'm so in love. They're so pretty. I love them. Anyway, what do you do Wednesday night when you're in a mental institution and you're fucking bored? Nothing. You watch just films and movies, but you get very sick of it. You try to be creative, but you get very sick of it. You try to find somebody to talk to, but everybody's sleeping because they are on medication. It's fucking boring and it's like killing me. So what to do? Make a video for my friends online. Why not? Why not? So I found this 40 questions, random question you can ask. You can ever ask best 40 questions you can ever ask someone. So I will ask myself these questions and answer them for you if you so be there interested in it. I am so blah. My tongue is biting me. Anyways, 1. What would be harder for you to tell somebody that you love them or that you don't love them back? Probably that I don't love them back, because telling somebody I love them is not that hard. If I love somebody, I'm not shy to tell people. But if I don't love them back and somebody tells me they love me, I think I would feel pretty bad to don't say it back. But if I don't feel it, I wouldn't want to say it. So it's like I don't want to give false impressions. Anyway, 2. What do you think would be the hardest thing for you to give up on? To give up on? Well, I'm a smoker, so I should say cigarettes, but that I don't find that hard. I'm smoking very little, and I think I could quit pretty easily. Drugs, I kind of quit them more or less. Alcohol, I quit that long time ago because it's bad for you and it makes you stupid. So what would be the hardest thing for me to give up on? Probably my attitude and my temper. It's part of my personality. People find it very aggressive and not in a bad way, but very hyper. I'm very hyper, and people can I go very fast, and it's hard for me to not go fast. So it would be hard for me to give up on that, I think. Would you give a homeless person CPR if they were dying? Absolutely. If anybody was dying, I would give them CPR. It's fucking normal. If you don't want to do that, then you're fucking retarded and get out of my channel. So that's that. What makes you bored? Being in a mental hospital for 6 years and only be allowed to go out 1.5 hours every day, not seeing my friends, having nothing to do with my friends. It sucks. My life sucks. What is your favorite 4-legged creature and why? Since they say creature, I have 2. I love unicorns. Who doesn't? I love fire dragons. Who doesn't? And that is creatures. And why? Because they're beautiful. Do you like spicy food and why? I do like spicy food because it's so good. It tastes so good. It's very, very good. It's a weird question. Are you old-fashioned? I think I am kind of old-fashioned, but not really. And I also think I'm very modern. I think I'm a bit of this and a bit of that. Some points of my life, I guess I'm old-fashioned, but I don't know which. Anyway, something or someone you miss most from the childhood. My dog. My dog was put down when I was 15. It was there since I was 7, and I loved him. Her. It was her. Her name was Senta. Why did I say he? I wonder. Anyway, something about that I read. 9. Are you usually late, early, or right on time? Right on time or early. I hate to be late to one appointment, and I prefer to be there early or in time. Because it's fucking uncool to be late. If you're late, it means you're a lazy asshole that doesn't care about the people that you are going to meet, and it shows disrespect, and you should just always be punctual. Are you happy with your life for the most part right now? No, I'm sorry to say. I'm sad to say no. With myself, yeah. Where I am in my mental health situation, yeah, very, very much, because I've been very sick and it's been really, really tough on my life, and it took many years for me to cure myself and get help. But now I think that I live a shitty life because I'm in an institution. I've been here 6 years and it's so hardcore, man. It's so boring, and people don't get how boring it is. And if you don't have a date on when you're gonna get out, it's like, it's horrible. I think I will be out next year, but it sucks. I don't know what to say. My life is a bitch right now. 11. You can have one of the following two things: trust or love. I choose love because I think love is the same as trust. And yeah, I think you can't have one without the other, or it's not real. So love. Tell me about your favorite book, magazine, or comic. My favorite book is a book by a Danish author called Erwin Wolf. He used to write computer data books. Then he started to write big, thick books like, where is it? Where is my book? I can't see it right now. It used to be on my table. Where the fuck is my book? I don't know. It's gone. He writes these thick romance novels, not novels, big thick books, and very, very intelligent writing. It's very hard and difficult for me to read him, and I'm pretty up there. Anyway, he wrote this book about 6 people living in this farm place, and they're all like, so 3 of them is professors, and one studies biochemical stuff, and then there's 3 prostitutes, and every night at dinner they tell a story each. They take turns on telling stories, and the stories they tell are like twisting your mind. It's like what, yay, you get like a little blob of information every story, and they're really cool. And at the same time, there's this thing going on with all these people together, and then this biochemist, he's making this kind of fungus in the basement, and it ends up with one of the girls having sex with it and tripping on acid and giving birth to children that grows old in 12 days or something like this. It's really sounds crazy, but it's so trippy that it's actually my favorite book, and the stories in it is amazing. It's making a trip, this book, without being on acid. So, I'm sorry, Danish, because I don't think it's translated into many languages. But I don't know. Its name is 2000. Not that hard to find. Erwin Wolf. Maybe it's translated in English, I think so. Tell me about something you achieved. No, wait. Tell me about someone you envy. I envy everybody who is free to be out and doing whatever the fuck they want, whenever the fuck they want it. So someone I envy is kind of a lot. Tell me about something you achieved. Well, I achieved a lot in my life. I achieved making TV, and I made 8 TV shows where when I was homeless, I was picked out to make some television, and I made these television shows. And they were like reality TV, but it was about homeless reading books and wow, I don't know how to say that word. Analyzing these books and comparing them to their own lives, and I think I reached a lot of people, and we got a lot of good reviews on this. We didn't get any bad, actually. We were in all the Danish papers, and that made me quit drinking, and it gave me a little poof to move on in my life from being, I think if I hadn't done that TV show, I would have been living on the street still and being really fucked up on alcohol. But yeah, now I'm in jail, so look what that got me. Anyways, tell me about the worst punishment you have had when you were a child. Let me pretend that I'm still a child. The worst punishment was that I was condemned to spend 5 years in a mental asylum for stealing in a shop. And they called it a robbery, but there was no weapon, and I only stole some perfumes, and I didn't do anybody. I didn't hurt anybody. I didn't threaten anybody. The alarm rang, and I ran, and they were like, "It's a robbery. You bad girl. You have to be there for 5 years because you're sick in the head." That's fucked up. Okay, let's be more positive. Do you like chocolate? I love chocolate. Who doesn't? Do you like rainy days or snowy winter days the most? I like rainy days the most. Rainy days makes me like think. What are your 2 favorite careers and why? An artist, a tattoo artist, makeup artist. Probably that's it. Artist, tattoo artist. Makeup artist comes number 3. Name 3 things in nature you find most beautiful. Animals, trees, water. I think everything in nature is beautiful. Come on, it's nature. Everything is beautiful. So, what is the hardest thing you ever had to do? Indulge in 6 years, almost 7 now, in a fucking mental institution for the criminal insane with fucked up mentally ill people who had done very bad crimes, and having no chance of escaping. It is so hardcore, and it's like living in a dictatorship where the doctor is the dictator, and then all the doctors, all the staff is like small puppets, like small minions of the dictator, and it's fucked up. I don't want to go into it. I don't want to feel worse than I already do right now. I'm kind of depressed tonight. I don't know why. When was the last time you lied, and to whom and why? I lied today to some people, and I cannot say why, because that is a secret. Tell me something you really regret. I regret dearly to ever commit a crime, and I did commit a crime, and I didn't think, and I was stupid and drunk, and I have regretted for the rest of my life because it cost me 7 years of my life. Fuck me. What scares you the most and why? What scares me the most is becoming mentally ill again, because that is like, for me, hell on earth. I don't believe in a physical hell. I don't believe in pain, because pain you can take until a certain limit, then you become numb and you go into yourself and you don't feel pain. But mental illness, when you're sick, when you're psychotic, when you're schizophrenic or whatever, you cannot close your ears, you cannot close your eyes. It's hell on earth. I don't wish it upon my worst enemy. What do you do in your free time? I paint, I draw, I do makeup, I do jewelries. I try to avoid taking drugs, but sometimes I do. I dance, and even though I'm gotten so fat at the moment that I don't dance, I feel so bad. I should lose weight. I gotta start exercising because summer's coming, and I've never been as fat as I am right now. It's disgusting. I don't want to be a fat ass. Sorry to those who's fat. Some people is good fat. I'm not good fat. I'm good skinny. Some people look good when they're fat. Some people don't. That's just, I don't. So, yep. What is your favorite part of the human face and why? I never thought about what was my favorite part of the face. I can look at myself to be an example. I don't know, my eyes. Is that a boring answer? Maybe, but that's it. My eyes. My blue eyes. Because they show the window of the soul. What is your favorite part of the body, human body, and why? The vajayjay or the penis? Because it's what makes life, and it's what gives me the most pleasure. So that's obvious, right? What is your favorite body? And it must be my clitoris then. That's my favorite part of my body. Tell me about a mistake you made. Well, I've already made a video telling you about the crime that I committed that made me go to jail in the first place, which was a home robbery. But I didn't know anybody was home, and it was a really shitty situation. I don't really want to go into details because I already made the video, and I feel horribly about it. I got out, and then they accused me of robbery, even though it was a theft, and my life's been bullshit ever since. What is your middle name? Stone is my middle name. If you could do anything or wish for anything that would come true, what would you wish? To be free, living with my daughter in a beautiful apartment with a beautiful boyfriend. How big is your bed? That big. What a mess. I'm a messy person. What music are you listening to right now? Okay, I don't listen to music right now, but I listen to music today. I'm listening to Jeffree Star all the time on repeat with Love to my Cobain. I fucking love that song, and Jeffrey in that video is so hot. I wanna just jump him. What is the last 4 digits in your cell phone number? 5451. What is the last thing you ate? I ate grilled cheese on brown bread with creme fraiche dressing and what is it called? You eat at Thanksgiving. Turkey meat. Tell me your favorite music song or band. Favorite music. I don't know, because I kind of like all music if it has a beat to it that I like feel. Song, my favorite song is Hate Me with Blue October. My favorite band is Blue October. I should list them more. Okie dokie, tell me something who would you happily do again? All my life, except the last 6 years. Name your 5 favorite foods. Cheese, chili pasta, spaghetti. I love spaghetti, string spaghetti. Not pasta, spaghetti. Mozzarella cheese. And my homemade sushi. Because I make the best motherfucking sushi in the world. Good question to ask people to know them more. I have to figure out a question to ask people to get to know them more. All these questions. Yay. Do you like to shop? Oh yeah, I love to shop. I wish I had a lot more money so I could shop a lot more. I fucking love to shop, and I always shop online. I don't shop in shops. 40. Ooh, we came to the end. No, it's almost over. Okay. No, we have 2 more to go. How often do you go online? I'm online every fucking day, almost every day. All day except for like maybe 2 hours from I get up till I go to bed, and I'm sick of it. I love to surf the web. Don't get me wrong, and I love YouTube. I'm an addict. But I'm sick of being in my room in front of my computer alone in this fucking room 24 hours a day, almost. Tell me about someone you really admire. Now I have to think. I don't want to say my kid because I really admire my kid, but that's a given. My mother, my sisters, it's a given. My family in general, that's a given. I want to pick somebody out of my friend list that I admire. I really admire myself a lot. I don't know. I kind of admire everybody for particular things about each and everyone, and I don't know who I admire more than the others because I think we're all equal and all deserve the same kind of respect and admiration. So that's my answer. So I hope you enjoyed this little Q&A with me. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe to my channel. There's a little button in one of the corners. My camera's twisted, so it must be down there. Please hit it. Also, give me a comment. I would love to see what you have to say. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. Hit me up with some comments. And press that like button if you like this video and me. Okay. Namaste. I love you guys. See you later. Bye. Bye-bye. I have to find the start button. Bye.